Hello everyone, today we are going to get into conversation with the backbone of the Despatch Rider, one of the best and premium motorcycle touring companies in India who offers ride across the entire Indian subcontinent as well as Bhutan and Nepal. So today we have with us Unni, the MD of the Despatch Rider. Welcome Unni.
Thank you, Pavadi. Thank you so much.
So Unni, before we get into talking more about the Despatch Rider, I would like to know more about you as well. So who is Unni beyond bikes?
Yeah, beyond bikes, of course. I would say I'm a traveler. More specifically, I would put in the category of a wanderer. Yeah, because I used to travel a lot. Let be in India or in Germany or in the Schengen countries. Whenever I travel, I realize that I wander a lot, and wherever I go, I tend to meet and talk to people, Let it be a tea shop, let it be a taxi driver, whoever it is. I find a connect when I speak to people and ask them a lot of questions so that I can listen about them. Yeah.
Right, the stories of them.
Yes. Because that experience has changed me a lot as a person, from the very conventional thoughts, and the conditioned mind. You tend to change as a person, and when you really genuinely talk to people, they will open up with a smile, and share their stories.
Correct.
So that became a passion for me to talk to people. So when you take out the motorcycle element from me, I think I would like to listen. I'm a listener,
Right.
by asking questions, I think that's me.
So that do get me interested to know, like, what was you before this? Like, how did it all start?
Before the Despatch Rider, before the Despatch Rider, I would say I am personally, if I see, I am a very, very conditioned, very much failure fearing, society status looking, individual where you mostly live with other people's ideas, not a lot. But what changed my life is one motorcycle. It is the Despatch Rider. When you hear now, but it started from a Despatch Rider series of motorcycle from Royal Enfield. It is a limited edition motorcycle. So I went behind it. It's like a mission for me to get that motorcycle, somehow. And the way I got it was like a mission accomplished experience. Keeping a lot of people in different places. One in Germany, one in other places with high-speed internet. And the moment I still remember. The time I received a message from Royal Enfield that, bravo, you got the Despatch Rider version. For me, that didn't stop there, It kept on going from there. It took me, it's like a knot which is connecting from there, and it kept on going like, a series of events. Like I used to travel a lot. Every week, if you see, you see me traveling every weekend, going from one place to another. I go to companion also. Jubin, my friend. It's very rare to get that because your trips are very much unplanned, like a Friday trip and then Saturday, Sunday is going. So with that travel experience, once he's an architect, Mr. Nithi, he told me about, Tirupati. Tirupati is a Tirupam. Where you will find a U-turn in your life.
Right.
That amazed me. What is going to happen? On a birthday, at 12 o'clock in the midnight, I'm starting to Tirupati, reaching there at 12 p.m. And that trip, while coming back, I realized that I want to be with people. I want to do this. This is something interesting. I wanted to do this. Apart from the usual lifestyle of a job, I wanted to change something in my life. That is the spark for me with respect to the Despatch Rider. And that eventually made me a decision to quit my high-paying job from Robert Bosch, and to start working on something very much interesting.
And that speaks to you in a way that you can't express.
Yes.
So is that where the idea to start the two companies formed?
Yes, I would say so, because in my travel throughout these times, I realized that there is something which I want to share with people, because it's a whole busy lifestyle that we are doing.
Correct.
And there is no time for anybody to explore, And for those who really want to explore, is not getting a good team to take them to the right places. So that's the moment I quit the job, and that turns me into another phase of a life, because I never thought to be a businessman in my life. And this passion, that takes me into something, a different domain of my life. And that 6 months no job period, jobless times, I got to connect with another interesting fact, where jungle lodges and resorts. So that's a resort chain in Karnataka. I got an opportunity by meeting a very beautiful person called Mr. Kunal. So he threw me into that forest, 3 months of continuous travel in the jungle lodges and resorts. So what happened in between was that I was trying to connect with a lot of people in Royal Enfield. I got rejected. It was heartbreaking moments many times. People told me that it's not easy as you see. You might have been to many places, but this is not like what you're thinking. It's a high-profile job, and here you see MBA people working here. So please drop that plan. This is not for you. By hearing that, I quit the job, because I thought there is something in me that I can work for this. But that worked out, in a way, like you say, the universe conspires, right?
Definitely,
Yeah, and so Jungle Lodge's experience, when it was going through that trip, another person whom also I was bugging was seeing this, this travel which I am doing, and he asked me, "Hey, Uni, where are you?" I said, "I quit my job, bro, and now I'm traveling." "Hey, come over. There is a plan. There's a job for you." I said, "Okay, tell me about it." But it's not a job which you might be expecting. And he was asking me my package, and he said, "No, this is not for you." But I caught him there. I asked him, "So you are asking me an opportunity, right? Let it be big or small, right? Let me try to take it. Let me try to see. I'll come for the interview." And during that Jungle Lodge time, I actually took out 7 days and went for this interview. It was an interview with the a Royal Enfield team, a regional manager, and then they told me to come back on the next Friday. That moment, when you come back, and there is a person from Royal Enfield, from HR, and he asks me that, "Only if I give you an opportunity about this, that," and finally he says the rights team. I told him, "Mr. Joseph, so I think I've been behind this, for a long time, and I think I'm meeting the right person, and this is the right time." And that started the Despatch Rider career, I would say, because there with Royal Enfield, I'm learning to do the work properly.
Right.
Yeah. Till then, when we plan to do something, but you do a lot of foolish things, But when you work with a company like Royal Enfield, you learn a lot, Right. That started the Despatch Rider's quality, I would say. And then moved on with Royal Enfield. Fun, amazing times, You have everything, a nice position, power, money, everything is there. But to me, I think more inside, it is the passion, It's the passion to be on the roads with people, with nature, I always felt, it's common, but nature will change you. It can heal you. When I was with Royal Enfield also, the small things that you get to see in your work life or personal life, when you go for a ride, that goes simply, it just dilutes with nature.
Right.
So that was a beautiful phase for me in Royal Enfield, a lot of learnings, understandings. And then slowly the Despatch Rider started there. So this is a big journey, long time, slowly moving to the Despatch.
A seed that fell in, and with time you grow it out.
Yeah.
All right. So when you started with it, I'm sure like any business or any activity that you take up, you would have faced some struggles at least. Tell us a little bit about that.
Struggles are there, a lot of struggles, right? But I think maybe because of my foolishness, I do not look at struggles a lot. What I look at is the ultimate aim. I think I want to do something with motorcycling, and there is something which I am doing very passionately. And I also have heard that when you do what you're doing very passionately, everything will follow you. Let it be money, let it be attention, whatever it is.
Right.
And so struggle, of course, one main struggle is to convince my family, So you are in again, society sees that you are working in Robert Bosch, working in Royal Enfield. It's all good, actually. It's all my dream job, okay? Let's say Bosch is my dream job, Royal Enfield is my dream job. The Despatch Rider is again another dream.
Right.
But I thought I have to leave that dream. So when I quit, my family was very much worried. So when I am back home, one of my friend comes and tells my father that Dad, he quit the job. Okay. And then he tells me, I told your father. So I had a very long conversation with my father, because I told him that I've been doing this. I've been working with Bosch. It was a good job. Then you asked me that, when I got a motorcycle, my used to tell me, hey, you are now marketing for Royal Enfield, right? Then I said, yeah, I'm doing it. Then he asked me, then actually I marketed for Royal Enfield because I joined the company, marketing. I did that. Now I want to try something new. Okay. I'm not saying that I'll win in this. I might fail, but I'm ready to fail, Right. I'm ready to experiment with my life, and I want to experiment, and that long conversation actually turned into a good experience for both of us, that he also agreed. And I said, I'm confident in this, okay?
Right.
I'm confident. But let's see what happens. Either I will learn a lot or I will win in this. I'll do either of this. And this failure things, right? I always believe that failures, continuous failures will eventually lead you to success.
Correct.
When you keep at it,
Right.
And that really worked for me. So that is one of the, problem, like what you say, the issues that I was facing.
The struggles that you have to go through. And
yeah.
And when you're putting in the effort in the right place and something that you really value much, that really pays off.
Yes.
I do agree with you on that. And like you were mentioning, like when you had a stable job and a very, good pay pack coming into your account every month on the right date. So how does that, going away of that affect you?
It's a very right question. It comes with the points that we are discussing, right? Money.
Correct.
Money is a very big factor. But for me, it's like the saying again that the universe will conspire, right? And you say something openly and you very deeply work for that, and things will turn around. And this happened in my life. Let's say financially also there was a lot of struggles, and that time I'm quitting my job.
Right.
A lot of issues, but something, it's like a drop of water falling down and then melting in the sea. Problems solved on its own slowly. It was tough times. Still there are tough times, but the way you handle it and the way that you're not going by that, but focusing on what you really want changes it. Yes, financial struggles were there, but things turned out in a good way.
So like you mentioned, Ronnie, there are struggles, like financial struggles and thought process struggles, and also family issues and stuff. So at any point of time, did you think about quitting?
Quitting. I think life gets tough, and the tough gets going. I believe so. So in the turning of events, I felt that there is lots of ups and downs, and a lot of other opportunities calling you from the other end, But not even a fraction of a second I could think of quitting, Not even a fraction of a second. The main thing is you're living a dream, and you're making other people's dream come true.
Right.
Because traveling is not something it's not a mechanical experience that you're giving. It's a pure experience that you're giving, And when you can give so much of happiness, how can you think of quitting? No, never.
Correct. So more like since it's your passion, you don't want to even think about quitting at any point of time.
Actually, it's not about me want to think, or it's never, not even a question. I would say. Yes, of course, there are struggles. You look at it again. In riding, we say, look where you want to go. Like let's say if there's a curve, and when you take that curve, you don't look at the obstacles on the side. You don't look at the obstacles on the side, because there could be a wall. If you look at the wall, you will go there. So we say, you see how the turn progress and keeps you to the valley, and you look at that progress and you will go there. So this is really applicable in life. If you are seeing the struggles or the blockages of your life, you will get blocked there. I think that one thing where look where you want to go might have taught me a lesson inside, that you keep on looking where you want to go, so that struggles have moved on.
Oh, I get it. All right. Very, very deep thought, of course. So let me ask you, when we, TDR has been progressing, it was in your mind first, and then you brought it to life, and you've been making travels, you've been making people travel. So what does TDR stand for right now? I would like to know.
Right now, we are expanded to Northeast India, Leh Ladakh, and outside India we are doing Bhutan extensively, Nepal, and coming to the southern sides we are doing Kerala, Karnataka regions, the southern sides including Tamil Nadu, then Rajasthan, and northeast part we are specifically doing Tawang, Meghalaya, and Nagaland. These are, we handpick on places, and we explore like that. Because once you take them to places, it should be a different experience for them. Like they every day they move from one place to another. They might not even see a tree. It's on the highway or concrete, and then buildings. But when you take them to places, you should be able to share experiences. And when you go these places, it's not like seeing them and then telling them what to do. In our rides, people learn from the places we go. Like if you're going to Northeast, they live in a mindset that in the next flood, this house will go. That much uncertainty is there, and they hug the uncertainty and live their life every day.
And let me again ask you. I'm sure you are in the premium sector, but there could be other players, your competitors. There are other agencies. So what sets you apart from them?
Yes. See, when I came to this, motorcycle tours, what I realized is that the industry does very well. Let's say that if you're going on a tour, in fact, the people who came with us has told me, only what sets you different is that the mechanical experience of going, right? Like you have a wonderful team. Let's say there's a ride lead, technician, support worker. These are local people, right? And they do their job very well. And people just follow them, right? They'll tell they're here, then. That happens. But there is no connect that is really happening, Like if you really think in the depths, these are the people, they are the ambassadors of their place, They know everything about the place. It's not how you search Google and find about the place. These are real stories they have to,
they can live through,
So they can share that real stories. But for sharing that real stories, you have to make a connect with them, right? That generally doesn't happen. And maybe by luck or maybe by God's grace, I would say, I tend to be the sandwich, between the, the people who registers for the event, the customers, and then the people who takes on the event, the ride lead, technician, support worker. These are the local people. And what I do is I make a very good connect with them, right? And then I connect them with the team. So this gels very well, and then they become together. So they'll be dancing together, sharing stories of their places. So this is what sets the Despatch Rider different, I would say, the real connect, the connect with the culture, real culture and their stories and things like that. that happens with
So you
us.
do connect people who have a story to tell with the people who want to hear that story.
Yes, exactly.
That's a beautiful beautiful thought and beautiful concept.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself? Like, what is a vision? What's a long-term vision? Where do you want to take this further?
For sure, we are giving the best experience of the places we are giving, right? And we want to expand to all the beautiful places of this good little earth, wherever you say that there is some beautiful place, the Dispatcher want to be there to give experiences for people. We want to grow worldwide in a very connecting way, protecting and saving nature, spreading the beauty of the nature. Thereby, once you finish a ride with the Dispatch Rider, you should think of coming back to home and planting a tree,
Right.
So that's what we want to grow, and then grow across the globe. And when you talk about motorcycle rides across the globe, the Dispatch Rider should be one among the best motorcycle rides.
The first name that should come to pop in someone's head, right? So take that. This is the people I want to take on my journey with.
Yes.
Right. Get it. That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful, Uni.
Yeah.
So when I'm sure once you started your journey, you have met many people who are seasoned riders and many who will be just starting off.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you see in the new riders? What are the kind of things that you think for yourself? Okay, when I was a first time rider, these are the things I would have like to know, and now I want the new people to know about this when they are doing their first ride. So what would be that?
Okay, so you mean by the planning that goes around, or?
Yeah, more or less, like these are something that they should expect when they are coming on a first ride.
Yeah. So if you see, each place, if you look at Northeast, it's a different place, and Ladakh is a different place.
Right.
Bhutan is different. Culture-wise, it is different. People-wise, it is different. The experience-wise, it's different. Facilities-wise, it is different.
Right.
The weather-wise, it is different. So first of all, you should understand that you're going for an adventure. This is an adventure. It's not about racing on the motorcycle and being adventurous on the road. No, you are exploring very slowly, easily. But the mindset should be, I should be open.
Right.
To accept the culture, from that particular place, respect them, give and take respect, all these things. And going to a place should not be like, taking a lot of pictures and posting it in the media, but to really understand the culture. And then, of course, maybe one thing I always tell people who comes along with me, whenever we go to a beautiful place, we tend to take mobile and take pictures. I'll if possible I'll tell them, one moment, let's enjoy and then take mobiles.
Right.
So that thing, I think nowadays it's more, everything we have to, of course that's a tendency that we have to capture. We can do it very well also, but first pay respect and then get to that.
Right, to make a mental picture first and then take something for the gram.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've been riding for a long time, right, Tony? You've been on solo rides, you've been with friends, and now you take teams with you. So if you look back and you get a chance to talk to or converse with your 18-year-old self, first time, I'm sure, when you started, getting to know your bikes and getting to know the road. So what would you give an advice as such to that, younger Uni?
First thing, I think for an 18-year-old, if I was given an opportunity, I would really like to get a mentor. In that point of time, it took me a long journey. Right. Because there's a lot of things that you don't know, right? And there's a lot of things that you know. So focus on your abilities, the positivities that you have, and then rest others, you get support, A mentor can tell you this, where to go and what to do, right? For me, actually, I have a mentor now. His name is Deepak Krishnan Gutti. It's called your business buddy, right? He gives me directions like anything, right? Let's say this podcast is also, an idea from his mind. But think about this, and if it's me, right, I would have told Uni to go and talk to him. While talking to him, you will get an idea.
Right.
I think that is the main important thing. Another other aspect would be, the riding gear. You on an age of 18 year, you never bother about wearing a riding gear. That's another thing that I would have, asked myself to do. But luckily for me, throughout this experience, I've never been into an accident. It's by luck, pure luck, nothing else. It's your responsibility to protect yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we would have a lot more to hear from you about what are the right riding gears, what are the things that you should make sure when you're on the road, paying respect again, like you said, paying respect to the place that you're traveling to, the paths that you're taking, the people you meet on the way. I'm definitely sure you have a lot more stories to talk about. I will like to converse with you more on that. Thank you so much for your time and spending this with us.
Sure. Thank you.